Yo, people, the North London derby is here. It's happened and it's ended. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2. This is your match review. Well, boy, North London derby is what it is, isn't it, man? It's one of the most passionate derbies you'll get in England, probably across Europe, to be honest. It's feisty. There's always cars. There's always incidents. There's always controversy. And today, we're probably about a game of maybe you could say two halves. Spurs. I think Arsenal did play quite well in the first sort of half of the game. Kind of going at Sanchez, who was the big choice for Spurs because, of course, sold Trippier in the summer to Atletico Madrid. Played Kyle Walker-Peters right back at the start of the season. He's injured. Juan Thuyf is injured. Aurier hasn't played since February. I think he was on the bench today. So they ended up going with Sanchez at right back. And Arsenal went with a 4-3-3 formation with Aubameyang, Pepe and Lacazette starting up top for the first time. And yeah, Arsenal tried to really expose Sanchez on that right back. And Aubameyang went at him, Kolasinac went at him, Pepe even went out there and went at him as well. And he looks rocky. But it was Arsenal that actually got caught on a counter-attack for the first goal, man. Ball come out from the goal kick, Kane heads it on, and Lamela goes for the shot. It was poor from Leno. Disappointed from him. He's a good goalkeeper, Leno. And I didn't expect that from him. He just needed to push it out, get out of danger, but he pushed it right into the path of Eriksen. And Eriksen had to just tap it home into empty net. It was an easy goal, man, to really concede from Arsenal's point of view. Socrates probably at fault as well, trying to go for a header, which he had no right to even go for. I mean, Harry Kane's there. Just because Harry Kane's there, he's moved into Xhaka's position. Let Xhaka deal with it. If he can't deal with it, then you deal with the second ball. There's no point trying to jump for a ball which is not there to be won. So, for me, Socrates has to take an L for that. But also, yeah, Leno, definitely the main culprit on that goal, man. It was poor from him. And then it looked like Tottenham won the ascendancy, man. They just kept coming and coming throughout the rest of the half. And just before half time, they get an opportunity with Son gets the ball in the box. And Xhaka, man, how many times is he going to be so reckless in the box? Don't you not learn your lesson? Don't go to ground in the box. It's simple rules of football, man. Like, just keep your head. I think the adrenaline's rushing in that moment. You're desperately trying to not to concede more. But you do dumbness like that. Stay on your feet. You know, if you go to ground, someone's going to buy that challenge all day long and you're going to concede a penalty. So I can't even defend the man for that. That was poor. It was reckless. It was stupid. Supposed to be the captain of the club, man. Let's step up the game. Too many times Xhaka does this. He just dives in and loses his head. And then, Harry Kane does what he does, innit? It's weird. At 1-0, you're thinking, all right, Eriksen's got the goal. Kane ain't scored yet in the NLD. He's probably going to get a goal in the NLD. So we're going to need at least 3 goals to win the game. And there it is on the spot. He takes the penalty, and man's penalties are crucial, bro. He don't miss them. Like, he actually doesn't miss. Puts them in, side netting, easy goal. 2-0 down. And at that point, you're thinking, boy, we got a massive step to climb now. 2-0. Even though it's open game, still NLD, never know anything can happen. But at 2-0, I'm thinking we need something big to come back from this. And preferably a goal before half time. What happens? Little mix up in the box. I think it looked like it was a potential handball from Rose. Wasn't given. Guendouzi does what Guendouzi does. Wins the ball back. Played a great ball to Pepe. Pepe flicked it onto Lacazette. 2 touches. Bam. Back of the net. It's 2-1. And I think at that point it's about confidence. It's about, can we build confidence now to get the win, or to get something out of the game? Because at 2-1 going to half time, everyone's pumped. Fans are pumped. Players are pumped. Managers pumped. And Spurs are going to half time with a bit of doubt. And that's all you needed. You needed Spurs to have a little bit of doubt in their system, and then all of a sudden things can be created and chances can be taken. In terms of the overall play in the second half, we were brilliant. I thought we actually came out hungry, chasing down every single ball we possibly could, man. Had a couple of good chances as well. I think it was Xhaka had a good shot where Lloris made a save. Guendouzi had a good chance as well. Good ball in the box. I think Maitland-Niles did quite well on the right hand side into Torreira, into Guendouzi, and it's another good save from Lloris. Then Danny Ceballos came on and did very well as well. He had a good shot. Another save from Hugo Lloris. And then strangely, a stranger on Lacazette pulled, which looked like a potential hamstring injury. Someone saying it might be cramp or hamstring. He came off. Mickey came on, and it just allowed Orbs to go back up top where he's lethal. And literally not long after that, a great ball from Guendouzi where it looked like the pass wasn't really on. He just dinked it over the defence, and Aubameyang with a deft touch does what Aubameyang does, man. He scores. He's becoming a bit of an NLD hero himself after his couple of goals in the last one at the Emirates last season, and of course his goal today. And that took to 2-2, and that 2-2 is an open game. Nice, anyone's game. It's whoever's gonna crack under the pressure next. Harry Kane had a great chance for 3-2. It was like a half chance, to be fair. The angle was so bad, but he smashed it across the goal, past Leno, off the post. And then you're thinking, woo, we've been let off here, let off a lot. And Arsenal had a great chance as well at 2-2. Kolasinac with a great ball in to Socrates. It may have gone down as an own goal if it was accounted, but Kolasinac was offside just as the ball was played into him. It was a good little move from Arsenal. Great ball in. And all game, Kolasinac was brilliant against Sanchez. He played like a wing-back, really, the amount of time he was up and down that pitch, which left him a bit vulnerable with Son coming in. But as the half went on, Son started to fade. And then when he came off, I was delighted because it just meant that Kolasinac could just go at Sanchez. And Mkhitaryan can go at Sanchez, even though Mickey weren't great when he came on. But he had a couple of half chances himself as well. But yeah, man, overall, 2-2 for me pretty much is a good summary of the game. I think there was about 39 chances in the game, something like that. The most in the Premier League so far this season. It's the NLD, bruv. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get chances either side. You're going to get chances for both teams. It's all about who can take them. And yeah, 2-2 is probably about fair. In terms of the game, Guendouzi, man, he's my man of the match. He was absolutely everywhere. He was up, he was down, he was challenging. He had the most passes of Arsenal, I think 58 passes in the game. And majority of them were in the Spurs half, so clinical, good opportunities. He was involved in both goals. And you know what? He was the one in the system that I was worried about. I would have preferred Danny Ceballos to start, but actually I know what Emery is thinking going 4-3-3, even though we haven't played it so far this season and in pre-season. I fully understand it. Going with Pepe, Lacazette and Aubameyang up top. If you went 4-2-3-1, leaves you a little bit open in the middle. So I understand why he's gone with the three of them. But Guendouzi was brilliant, man. Probably say that's one of his best performances in an Arsenal shirt. Like last year had some good games as well, but today he was brilliant, man. He hustled and bustled that whole Spurs midfield. And because I had a great ball to Aubameyang for the goal, and good work rate for the Lacazette goal as well. So I'm gonna have to praise Guendouzi a lot, man. There's a Guendouzi show today in the middle of the field, and for a 20-year-old to run the NLD like he did, big ups to you, man. He did well. But yeah, obviously that leaves us with another point after the game. I did predict 2-1. I was gonna go for the draw, you know. I swear I was gonna go for the draw, but my heart just said go for the win. So I went for it. Guess Spurs will be happier coming away from home against in the NLD, taking a point. But we move on in the international break now, so we've got a little bit of time to recuperate. And 2 wins, a loss, and a draw. Not a bad start to the season. We'll take it, and we'll move on, man. Considering the other top 6 results around the weekend, guess you got to take that. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.